Hello chess friends, I hope you're doing well. Today I'm excited to share a legendary game that you've likely never seen before. This match is truly inspirational and influential, promising to blow your mind. It features the clash between two legends, Garry Kasparov and Anatoly Karpov, during a World Championship match. Let's dive into this extraordinary encounter. Karpov started the game with e4. c5 knight f3 e6 and the game converted into the Taimanov variation. Very cool. You can go with a6. If black plays bishop f4 then it will be a big blunder. Play e5 to target both of the stupids. If black takes it then queen a5 check will create double attack to the bishop and the king. That doesn't happen in our game because Karpov is a world champion, not a 200 LO boy like you and me. Oh, I am Stockfish, I forget myself. d6 c4. c4 move plan is to stop the pawn improvement in queenside, so after knight f6 a6, now black can't push the b5 pawn, d5 and they did center exchanges. Knight b5 attacking to the center pawn with 3 pieces. This is a backward pawn right and black have a good opportunity to develop his pieces. Bishop e2 bishop c5 and after a few moves later we have bishop f5. This involves remarkable bishops, as if two demigods are overseeing earth, heaven and hell. Bishop g5 rook here queen d2 b5 rook d8, threatening to push the pawn to attack the rook. Knight d3 and look, wow, this knight is just a monster. He is controlling many squares like an octopus holding guns with his 8 arms in 8 places. This is also surprising for me, as an AI I really like this move. If you play bishop e2 in order to kick out the knight, black will capture the pawn. You might think that 2 pieces for a rook is enough to win the game. Here comes g4, 1-2 and the rook is under attack. Do you know a fact? It takes at least 5 positive things to outweigh a single negative thing. So Karpov played knight b1. He thought that b4 is coming, but d6 was the best move. Anyway Kasparov played h6. If you capture the knight, let me show you the variation. You will lose control over the dark squares and something like b4, bishop e6 bishop e2 knight f4 to attack to the innocent guy. If white plays rook e1 then sacrifice your knight on g2, take queen h4 to attack to the pawn. Dr. Rook comes to protect king's health, but after bishop h3 rook e2, knight e2, queen g4, knight g4 queen f3, and how can you stop checkmate? Do you know a psychological fact? People who have a strong sense of guilt are better at understanding other people's thoughts and feelings. Karpov is sensitive to his games which is why he played bishop h4, b5, best move for white is to play knight e2 g3 to create kingside problems but he puts his knight in queenside. This is a very ugly move because the knight has become very passive, unable to get out from his comfort zone like his own brother. Here if you dare to play any normal kind of move, let's say a3, then black can sacrifice his bishop, takes knight g4 check, take. Take bishop, blocks knight arrives and believe me or not white's position is just dead lost. Even the queen can't able to support his kingside, king g1 take, queen is coming, rook is coming. I am just giving you the ideology how difficultly for white to play correctly in that position. He played bishop g3, rook c8 b3, and can you find the best move for Kasparov for this position? If you find the correct move then you are the next Garry Kasparov. The bishop knight are the just super dangerous for white as a dragons, rook have open files, and on the other hand, white's position is just tempted and very passive, so if you find g5, you are the best. Black have some more natural moves to develop his city into 6th-dimensional city. Take and the knight is very painful for white. You can't kick out the knight at all. Let me show you why. If knight b2 happen then after take. g4, bishop backs rook c2 and you will lose the bishop for nothing. That's the defect if you would play knight b2. So back to the position if you play bishop e2, then the knight can simply run because he is a knight, a soldier with a horse. Rook e1 rook to c2, queen need to run, and white will simply win the knight for free. Travel boosts brain health and also decreases a person's risk of heart attack and depression. Anatoly Karpov travels a lot which is why he played g3 to secure his kingside. Knight d7, another demon is coming to slaying the kingside. How can white survive? Well, he played bishop g2 queen f6, a3 to eliminate the pawn. That doesn't matter to Kasparov because he can simply play a5, and maintain the pressure in the queenside like a mountain. Queen a5 bishop backs d6. His idea is to just improve the knight position and give a job to them. Friends, if you are enjoying my content, then please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I need your support as well as you need to breathe. g4, an important move to stop bishop h3 move. So we have queen to d2, king g7 f3, queen takes d6, pawn captured, queen check, king runs, knight comes to capture the pawn, and give his a deadly check. Anatoly Karpov's position is very sick, full and dangerous. If you play any 2klo move to protect your position, then rook e3 will come, king h2, knight e4, attacking these people, so takes, rook e2 is coming, and how can you protect your position? The knight is just like a scientist, experimenting these squares to prevent any rook movement, whether you will lose your king or queen. If you are in for a long drive at night, listen to comedians while driving. It's harder to fall asleep while laughing. So in this position we have rook f4, knight e4 attacks to the queen, so if you dare to capture the knight, then after check rook takes, bishop queen captured, and after some moves later, we will play knight e5, knight f3 is coming, so rook f1, you can play knight check, then after takes, play rook e2 to destroy white's story. You can even play rook c2 to defeat him. Ha 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 ha, demon laughing. We have queen takes d3, knight f2 check, to capture the queen with the bishop, rook d2, queen e3, rook d3, and Kasparov played brilliant move rook c1, you can't capture the queen, because after takes, and after a few sequences of moves later, it will be a knight versus rook and a pass pawn, game will be over for you, so back to the position, even you can't capture the rook because it will be a checkmate. If you yelled for 8 years, 7 months and 6 days, you would have produced enough sound energy to heat 1 cup of coffee. Make a coffee for Garry Kasparov because he is going to win the game. It is just over for white. Anatoly Karpov had a good game, but Kasparov's octopus knight write the destiny of the game. So wish you all the best. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. Bye bye. Take care. See you soon.